Hey guys, it's Tim Miller with The Bulwark. I don't know if you've noticed, but Donald Trump, who's not known for his chill or his light touch or a desire to stay outside of the spotlight, has been pretty quiet since the last debate. There was a guy on Twitter that I think accurately compared it in a scary way to when the velociraptors learn how to open the doors in Jurassic Park. This evil menace that sees that he is winning this campaign, and so he has kind of shut up and stopped his worst impulses, at least for a while. But a velociraptor is still going to be a velociraptor. And over the holiday, I guess Donald Trump was bored. And let's take a look at what he was posting on his social media feed. Insane stuff that I think is going to continue to be useful as the campaign goes forth. Here we go. Usually on the 4th of July, you want to honor Thomas Jefferson and the founders. You want to honor our freedoms. Not Donald Trump. He wrote, "Happy 4th of July to the highly incapable president who uses prosecutors to go after his opponent." That's a lie. And then he goes on to attack Kamala Harris as Laughin' Kamala. He said that she did poorly in the Democratic nominating process, and then goes on to say that she only got where she was because of her mentor, the great Willie Brown of San Francisco. This is a right-wing conspiracy theory that you should start getting used to hearing, that, it's a sexist conspiracy theory, really, that Kamala Harris only achieved the success of the first black woman vice president because of a relationship that she had with some man, and some man deserves all the credit. A very typical thought for Donald Trump, who promised women that he would help them with jobs in order to get them into bed, and then didn't actually do anything about it because he's a lying piece of shit. That's from the Stormy Daniels testimony. And then he goes on to attack the deranged prosecutor, Jack Smith. That's just one post. A few hours later, he goes after fake news interviewer George Slopadopoulos, and then proceeds to issue a bunch of lies about his relationship with Russia, and goes after ABC for pointing out that there were some legitimate questions about how Donald Trump was cheering on Russia's efforts to interfere in our elections. And then he has another social media post where he challenges Joe Biden to another debate, and has some weird attack on trans people, has a lie about electric vehicles, has a lie about inflation. I mean, this whole post here, there's not a lot of point in reading it since every sentence is a lie. But the interesting subtext of it to me is that it demonstrates that, there was, I think, some thinking that Donald Trump would see this campaign as something that he was in the lead now, and that he would just spend a bunch of time golfing and not doing anything to disrupt what would be the absolutely catastrophic event of a Donald Trump 2.0. Like, he sees himself on a path towards that, so why do anything to mess with it? Maybe for once in his life, Donald Trump could just shut up with the assistance of a lot of golf. These posts just show that Donald Trump's going to keep giving the Democrats opportunities to regain a foothold in this race, to remind people why Donald Trump is so crazy if they take advantage of it. Just to further the golf element of this, there was a video this weekend of Donald Trump assessing the race while he was out on a golf cart. Let's take a look at that.
You gave me so much. How did I do with the debate the other night?
Oh, amazing.
Kicked that old broken down pile of crap.
Yeah.
It's a bad guy. He just quit, He's quitting the race.
Is that right?
Yep, I got him out of the race. And that means we have Kamala. I think she's going to be better. She's so bad. She's so pathetic.
It's so amazing.
It's just so fucking bad. So
I just can't imagine.
But can you imagine that guy dealing with Putin and the president of China, who's a fierce person? He's a fierce man, a very tough guy. And they see him, they can't. But they just announced he's probably quitting.
Good.
Okay?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Just keep knocking him out, right?
Thank you.
For starters, he looks like shit. So whoever's taping this, doing him no favors. I mean, just the angle, that's not a good angle for a man with that type of girth. And, I think that there's some telling things about how, about what his view is of the Democrats. He definitely thinks that he's winning, as he laid out there in that secret videotape. But not so much so that he is able to, act normal, act responsible, act chill. It just isn't in his nature. His nature is these posts, and they're his outlet, because he's just stewing right now. He's brimming. He's like a tea kettle that's about to whistle. he needs this. He needs to speak out. He needs to lash out. He needs to be cruel. He needs people to be talking about him. That is the Democrats' secret weapon if they're going to come back this year. They have to remind people about the sexist shit, the lies, and the conspiracies. And Donald Trump's going to give them those opportunities if they're capable of taking advantage of them. And I think that's the key question in the weeks ahead. Okay, hope you had a wonderful 4th of July. We'll be back here. We got a podcast today. Actually, Annie Lowry, we're talking about economic stuff. And I'll be back on Monday with Bill Kristol. Make sure you subscribe to the feed. Thanks so much. We'll see you all then. Hey, if you like this video and our content, I'd love for you to become a Bulwark Plus member. You get bonus podcasts, you get bonus newsletters, you get bonus takes from me that maybe don't come up on the YouTube feed. You can try it out for free at thebulwark.com/free trial. The link is below in the description. We'd love to have you as a member of our community. We have great commenters and great opportunities for people who want to protect democracy.